Hello and welcome back to the channel where we are making a video game from scratch using Love2d and Lua. We are working on some tiny fixes, right? So we got the bed in the game now, so you can walk in the bed, you can pay $5 to rest and heal up. So that is nice, but we need a bunch of like little things. Like we just started working on yesterday we made these empty slots for our elements and our tunics and our tomes. So, yes. Yeah, Finn, I was so happy to hear it was both in Love2d and Lua. So it's like, you know, it's the same stack I'm using, so it's kind of like proof of legitimacy, right? That game of the year was won with the same game engine that I'm putting some time into. So it's really cool, you know? It's like he proved it could be done, which is really, really cool. And I honestly think I've been getting an uptick of subscribers on YouTube because of Lua programming, because all my videos are tagged with Lua, and there's not a lot of Lua stuff out there, which is weird because I think it's very accessible. So I'm always kind of surprised that it doesn't have a bigger fan base. Cool. So yesterday what we did was we made our slots, right? So like we still can equip the different colored tunics even though they're grayed out. But if you look at the elements, if we select the other elements, they don't appear because we only did our elements yesterday. So yeah, dude, Finn, you should do it. I mean, it's so good for prototyping. Like if it's a 2D game for prototyping, it's super easy. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, so it's like I can make this game just by a little bit of Lua every day for a year, you know? So it's like it's very powerful, especially if you know what you're doing. Which I'm getting there, but I definitely have been kind of making it up all along. Resume of. Okay. I don't know what that is, but interesting. So yeah, yesterday we got only our elements activated. So if you look in our A slot for our spells here, we've got flamme in there. That's the only one that is equipped for the demo, but we need to not equip it in our item slot unless it's equipped in our inventory. So right now there's no element equipped. So hopefully, you know, if you click the element here, he gets the little orb in his hand, and then it appears in the bottom slot down there now. So now if we exit, it should show flamme as well as its vibrancy. But I would like for us to be able to come in here and unequip it and have it come out of the A slot so that people can see, oh, I just, you know, put it in the slot, take it out, put the other one in the slot, take it out, just kind of switch it out. So I guess the idea is whenever the action button is pressed on a row 1, which is all our elements, then if it's the element that is already equipped, go ahead and unequip it. If it is an element that is not equipped, go ahead and equip that one. So it shouldn't be too bad. We can look at our element class here. It's a inventory class. Okay. So yes, we did add, this is like, it's a little confusing because we have in the inventory a field called element equipped, and we're using, this is weird. Yeah, it's a little weird because we basically have this, we also added to our player class. So if we look at our player class, we added, at the bottom of this, we have this element equipped for our player. So we might, I kind of think it makes sense to leave it on the player instead of the inventory class. That kind of makes sense. But also we have in our inventory class an element equipped. Let's see what else we're using this element equipped for. Yeah, we equip it. Okay, so we only have 2 references. We have it in the render to render it in our A slot, and we have the action detection to equip it here. Okay. Yeah, see how right here we have this based on the player field. Aqueous unlocked. Aqueous is the water spell. So we are already doing part of this to the player, so I kind of feel like we should keep the global player fields here. Any reason we shouldn't do that? I think it just makes sense, especially because this inventory class, well, I don't know. I feel like it's easier to just dump it in the player, because when we go to save our game, we need to be able to save the player's unlocked elements, right? So like either we have flamme, we have aqueous, we have them not only unlocked but equipped, you know? So I think it makes sense to put it on the player like that. I think that's what we're going to go for. Wow, I nailed my coffee today. That's really good. Yeah, I think we're going to change this. So this element color we're using, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because only in the demo only flamme is being rendered, and we're not doing the element color just yet. So this was kind of like a placeholder proof of concept. So I don't think I'll worry about this, especially because we're only doing the element color render if, well, I guess we're doing it. This is wrong. I don't think we want to do anything here. For right now, we'll leave this out, because we don't want rendering an element color in the element spot if something other than flamme is equipped, which if nothing is equipped, it is an empty string, which is not flamme, so then it would render an element color. I just AeroPress Squinch, so I got some beans locally roasted here, and then hand grind them, and then AeroPress. Yeah, it's pretty simple, but I'm not like a coffee snob, but I definitely can taste if I did it better sometime than other time. Are you a coffee dude? I really like espresso, but can't really swing a espresso machine thing. I do really like espresso. I don't know why. It's like, if I would tell you how it tastes, I'm like, bitter. But I like it. Okay, nice. I've only done the AeroPress. I mean, I tried a mocha pot, and I tried like a standard Keurig or coffee pot or whatever. I like the AeroPress. It is, I don't know, pretty easy. Okay, yes, we're gonna move this element equipped. Okay, hold on. Let me check what this element slot is, because I don't know what this element slot is doing. We have it equipped as, we're not doing anything with it. At least in the inventory. Are we doing it in the HUD? We've got to be doing it in the HUD, right? We're not. Okay, this is like just like stubbed out fields, I guess. Well, then how are we rendering? How are we rendering the HUD then? Because right now we just render it always, whether or not it's equipped. Yeah, it's there, even though flamme is not in our hand. So we want it to only appear in the A slot if it's equipped, and we're rendering it in the HUD. So let's just find where we're doing that. Oops. Okay. Because we only have the one. Let's see, look, we're just, oh no, this isn't it. We do this color. We don't want to do this element color. We don't want to do that, but where are we rendering flamme? I don't see. We're doing this if we're in a show-off. Oh, we're in a freaking event class. Hold on a sec. Are we really not doing this? Gotta be doing this in the play state. Here's the play state one. Okay. So we draw the HUD overlay. We say if the global item inventory... So in our inventory system, there's an item inventory and there's a key item inventory. Oh, cool. Cold brew sounds good. Depending on the bean sounds like a short story. This is it right here. Okay, so we basically only want to render flamme 2, and I don't like these magic numbers here, but this is the vibrancy render. We basically don't want to render the vibrancy or the element in the A slot unless the player's dot element equipped is in this case equal to flamme. So we'll say if our player's dot, what do we have it? Is it element equipped? Element equipped as a string. So if the element equipped is equal to our flamme, then we want to go ahead and render our vibrancy and spell slot. I'll put right here A slot, spell slot. These comments aren't really to describe the code as much as being a grep searchable part for me. Okay, flamme 2 is our slightly shrunken flamme so that it fits evenly in the HUD. So let's see, because now the element equipped is not flamme, so we should not see it in the A slot, which it is not. So now our A slot's empty. We can still cast a spell, which is incorrect, but at least it's not incorrect in the HUD. And then if we go into our inventory, equip our flamme, then see, we should see it here, which means we're not setting our equipped element in our inventory class. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, we need to do this where we say, okay, it's not the self, it's not the inventory element equipped, it is the player element equipped. And we'll do this for element equipped. Yeah, we only have it. Element slot right now is useless. So we might get rid of that. Okay, so this is still just only the elements. We still have to do the tunics, but at least we should now be changing the player's element equipped to flamme. So now we should see the HUD. In the HUD, when we're not in the inventory state, we should see flamme equip that A slot here at the bottom. So it's not here, but if we go and equip it and then come out, it is now in the bottom, and we have... Looks like we've got vibrancy. Yeah, vibrancy is updating, and spell is working. So now we need to just make sure. Well, I would like to be able to unequip it. So basically, I don't want to set element equipped to flamme if action button is pressed and flamme is already equipped. So we want to say, you know, if the soup, thank you. no worries at all, dude. Yeah, I couldn't hang out much in Rough Cookie stream today, because I had other stuff going on, but that's funny. And welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Yo, how did the rest of the stream go? Is it still schedule 1? Oh, whoa, was Finding Focus actually I've never seen Finding Focus active, or can you raid an unactive channel? Is that possible? Yeah, because as far as I know, Finding Focus hasn't streamed in like 8 years or something. That is wild. We might raid out to Finding Focus sometime. So basically, yeah, we're trying to only equip flamme if we hit action on it and it is not already equipped. If it is already equipped, then we want to not have any element equipped. Nice, nice. Glad you guys made it. Hope the stream went well. Okay, well, we are no longer equipping it. Well, yeah, we are. It's just not equipping. Yeah, okay, so it is it's just not equipping in the inventory system now. So what did we do that changed that? Oh, is Zen mode a plugin? I know some apps have got Zen mode, but I don't know of NeoVim Zen mode. Honestly, the T-Mux for me is Zen mode. Just because I love seeing the date and the time on here. Just because I don't know, I like scrubbing through and seeing the dates for the stuff. Like, it just helps me kind of see progress and stuff. Okay, we are no longer applying it. Yo, what did we do? Where did we break the application in the HUD? Or in the inventory class? Dude, oh, give me a break. Give me a break. What just... Holy crap. Fart knocker. Yo. Dude. That is epic, man. Thank you, thank you. Wow. Finn got a sub. Matt Bird's got a sub. Those are some consistent viewers here. Puny Magus is another. Yo, Fart knocker, that is GOAT. That is GOAT, dude. Thank you, homie. That is an awesome, awesome gift. That's awesome. Oh, and Matt Bird is here even. Yo, level 4 hype train off the freaking bat. That's nuts. Yo, as I'm stuck in my terminal, Fart knocker's over here. Okay, here we go. Oh, Soup. Thank you, homie. Thank you. Wow. Thank you for the hype, everyone. That is awesome. It is my birthday, Soup. And Rough Cookie. Yo, dude! Holy crap. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. That's epic. Dude, we have so many freaking sub points right now. Yo, thank you. That's awesome, guys. Oh, you know what we should do? Oh, our freaking stream avatars isn't on. Give me 1 sec. Let me get the stream avatars. Because we're going to do a battle royale. Yeah, we got to do a battle royale. You've never done a battle royale, Soup? You're about to find out here. Let's go. Let's see. Hopefully everyone appears up on stream avatar. Jimmy's off camera. Yo, there we go. Holy crap, look at all you guys. Okay, let's go. Battle Royale. All right, you guys. Here we go. We're loading up on the ship. We're deploying. Here we go. It is a free-for-all brawl. And we will see who comes out on top. Let's go, Matt Bird. Let's go. All right, all right. Rough Cookie coming in. Oh, Rough Cookie. Crotch shot Sentret. Soup flying around. Hitting Sableye. Someone just exploded. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh, there goes Sableye. Oh, Sentret just smacked me. Puny killed me. Loki. Loki's dead. No, Loki's alive. No, Loki's dead. Fartknocker's gonna win. Fartknocker coming in. Fartknocker gonna finish it off. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, Fartknocker with the win. Holy crap. Wow. Oh, that was epic. A little Kabutops, a little Kabuto, just freaking owned all of us. Wow. That was epic. That was epic. Dude, Puny, he smacked you. He smacked you. Oh my god. That was cool. Okay. Wow. That was awesome. I love the Battle Royales. I try not to do it unless we've got like a couple people in here, so that is super fun. Wow, level 5 hype train. I think that's the highest we've ever gotten. That's epic. I've got to make some new emotes. I've got a couple more emote slots still. So we've got, I think I've got 2 more animated emotes. I might make a Ren animated emote. I don't know if you guys have seen the refinery recently, but we've got a new character in the refinery. So over here, this is where you go and get the upgrades. I don't know if Fartknocker has seen this, but we've got Ren up here in the refinery, and these are the elements, and you basically have different levels that you can get. The different colors are what you can afford. So it says you can refine it for rubies. You can't get level 3 without level 2, and then same with the other spells, different sapphires, different emeralds, different topaz. I think of it like in Sly Cooper 2, where you go pickpocket all the different topaz and rubies out of the guy's pockets and stuff. But right now, it's basically over here in the dungeon, we've got a little mineral deposit. Once you get the green tunic, you can push boulders. So I shouldn't be able to push this unless my green tunic's equipped, but I did not implement that. But you can come into the mine here and harvest some minerals. And then once you get, I think it's 25 rubies for the first upgrade. And these are on like a little cooldown, so you can't just go off the screen and come back and get them. You gotta wait. Dude, yeah. What's his... I was just gonna call him Kung Fu Panda, but is Panda King? Was he Panda King? I'm sure I hear that guy's voice in my sleep still. But I don't know if you've seen this too, Fartknocker. This is our dungeon here. So the idea is these bats fly in and track you, right? So they come in from the bat holes, as bats do. And when you walk in this dungeon, you can't push blocks because you don't have the green tunic yet. So you can fight off the bat and cleanse them. They'll keep respawning, but you can't push this block. So you have to melt it with your spell. You can get a little coin in there. And then the idea is if you break these ones, then a bat comes out of the bat hole and makes your life harder if you want to risk a coin. And then there's like 6, I think there's 6 screens here in the dungeon. Oh, I only have half a heart because I didn't rest. Oh shit. Oh, he got me. Yo, I got a freaking froggy guy. Panda King. I want to say his name was Panda King. What was his name? Yeah, Panda King. Panda King. It was Panda King. There we go. Palms of Thunder. Fiery Wheel. Judo Chop. There we go. Yeah, dude. These games are perfect, man. Yes, this is the exact scene. Yes. That is the exact scene. Judo chop. I do want to get a PS2 hooked up again. You know. Oh man. I want to play Shadow Colossus on PS2 is what I want to do. I played it, Squinge. I played it on... They did like the remaster for PS3 or whatever. I played it on there, which was awesome. I did not end up finishing the PS Vita one. I liked it. I got to like the last level, and I think I just didn't want it to be over, so I just didn't beat it. Cool. Okay, so we can heal in the inn now. Okay. So what we're looking for is to get our HUD render back on in the inventory. So let's go back into our inventory. We'll harpoon it so we have access. Really? We're still stuck here, aren't we? Dude. Dude. Okay, so we're looking for the HUD element equipped. Oh, self element equipped. We want the player element equipped here. And then it should come back. Dude, my terminal, my main tab is broke. I've never seen it get stuck. Did we crash? Did we crash for a bit there? Dude, we've had very few dropouts recently, so that's kind of sad if we were... Oh, shoot. That's not good. I haven't said anything about it because I didn't want to jinx it. Dude, you guys, freaking like what, 15 gift subs today? More than that, because Soup 2, like, thank you so much, guys. That's so freaking cool. Okay, yes, we've got flamme back, and we only see the vibrancy of the element outside of the inventories class. I don't know, you know, it's not like a... I guess that's okay. I mean, I think that makes sense to me. Yeah, I think that makes sense to me. It's okay. We need a couple of stuff. See, okay, so what's next? What's next? Because a lot of this stuff like, oh, we don't have yellow tunic when we sit and meditate. Well, that's okay, because the demo, you can't even get the tunic of light just yet, so I'm not worried about that. We'll have to do it for the green tunic. Maybe the next thing we add is you don't actually spellcast unless the flamme element is equipped. Because if no flamme is equipped, like if we come in here and turn it off, not unequipping it. Let's go back. We've got to go back to unequipping it here. Where is it? Yeah, we've got to... right here. Let's get this back and let's try this. Because I thought that was the inventory bug, but that was not. So... okay, so we're going to go... if we equip, it's there. If we hit it again, it still stays there. So we're not quite doing that right. So let's walk it through. If, oh my gosh. Okay, so look, if action button is hit, that's the A button. And if we're selected on flamme, and we have flamme unlocked, which it is, then we're saying, okay, well, let's set our element slot to flamme spell, which isn't actually doing anything at the moment. Element slot does nothing, but we're saying if the player's element equipped is already the string flamme, then let's go ahead and make the element equipped an empty string instead of flamme. But if the element equipped does not equal flamme, like it's an empty string like it is when we start, then turn it into flamme. And then, oh shit, and then we do it here anyway. So this is the mistake. So let's get rid of this, and this is probably worth deleting because we're not using that. So I think that's gonna be fine. Okay, so now if we go over here, select it, we've got it, and then we also unequip it from our A slot, but not from our hand up there. So we have to unequip it from our hand as well, because if we unequip it here, exit, we don't have the spell equipped, but we have it in our hand, which we're still able to cast spell and everything. So wherever we do our, I don't know what we call it, like a preview, character preview or something. Where is flamme? We're really just rendering a little red inventory render. It's probably in our pause state, which I really want to change the name of that. Pause state, we have, this is where it is. Let's see, it's got to be here. Element render, character element. I want to say it's right here, because this is like the one in our hand. So we only want to do this if our players, and this is like, we need to break this up to the other elements too, but for right now, if the element equipped is our flamme spell, then we're going to go ahead and render that in our hand. We're not going to render the element if it's not equipped in our hand. So now in our hand, we should equip it, unequip it. Yes. So now it appears in and out of our hand and in and out of the item slot. I think that's good. Sweet. Okay, so let's try to get the spell cast only working if you've got flamme equipped. So this is like, we never spacebar has always casted spells, and it's never checked to see what is equipped. So it's because we've only had one spell, and we didn't have equipping and unequipping the spell, because we just only added that today. So we've got to add, where would it be? In our play state? It's just in our, if we tagged it with spellcast. Spellcast. Okay. Spellcasting right here. Okay. The scene's not shifting. This is crazy. We gotta get rid of all these old buttons checks, because we rehauled the input system, so this is a little outdated, but it still works. It's an OR condition. So we have to say, we have to add another thing, that we don't want to decrement our vibrancy. We actually increment it because of the way the focus bar grows down. Don't ask me. But here we go. This looks like the end of that block. Yeah. So we're going to say that this is, for right now, we're going to say we only want to do this if our player element equipped does not equal nil. For right now, we'll be super verbose. Let's just say if it is equal to flamme, then we're going to do our spellcasting logic here. And we need to indent all this stuff all pretty. Else. Is that else matching? Oh God. If else. Okay. it looks like right. This else is screwing us. Because this is this else would be tied to this if, which is if the button is pressed. So if space is pressed, action is pressed. So this would be if space not pressed. Probably do computer science not pressed. Okay, so, and what we're trying to do is we only want to increase it if our element equipped is flamme. So if it's input down, then we want to do this check. You know, okay, we've hit the A button. Do we have an element equipped? If so, do all your element equip logic here. So this will end right here. We should be able to just put all of this in a block, and then this catches the drain, the Monas drain. So let's see. Nothing is equipped right now, and I'm hitting spacebar, and we are not rendering our spell cast. If we go into our inventory, equip our spell, now hitting space pulls up our Monas render and it casts a spell because we're holding the spell here. Now if we were to come in here and turn it off, I'm able to stop. See how this is why we need play testing, because I'm able to stop the bar. So we'd probably want to, you know, upon returning to the play state, if our focus indicator is greater than 0, we want to flush it back to 0 so that the bar disappears. It was kind of weird to me that it was like stopping as we drain it. That was a little weird, but I guess what we can do is in our inventory system, I never harpoon these things. Here we go. When we switch back to play state, which is where? Oh, not in the inventory class. It'd be in the inventory state. So it's... I don't like that I called it like this, but I called it pause state, which is not good. We need to call it inventory. So... wherever we change back to play state here, which is if we press start, then we need to also flush. We need to flush our indicator for our Monas. I don't know off the top of my head what it is called, or I think it's in the. What's it in the play state? We should... do we have what? Is the Monas in here? No. Okay, player... okay. Where do we do the drain? We do a Monas drain. Focus indicator X might be it. So maybe we just take our player's focus indicator X to 0, and our Monas... I'm forgetting if our Monas starts at a high number or low number. Monas is the term in the game for focus, essentially. So like you have to exert focus in order to get a result, but the output of your result isn't guaranteed by your focus, so it wavers. That's the kind of idea. So like Monas is just a word for like the concentration. Yeah, the concentration or focus you're giving in order to spellcast. That's just all Monas is. Okay, so I think let's take our focus indicator and set it to 0 once we switch back. So I should... well, you know what? And it's kind of weird because it's like... okay, so look, we got a focus indicator, we pause, we unequip unpause, and then it goes away. That's exactly what I want. Ooh, we're still holding our little element in game though. So we have to make sure that is the same, because we're not holding it in the preview here, or we are if we equip it. Then we are not if it take it off, but we are in the game overworld. So we need to flush this. I don't exactly remember where we have the player equipped element in our hand. It's probably visible here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. So it's probably in the walk state for our player. Let's look for right here. Item slot. So we have item slot and key item slot. So I want to say, like right here, oh my gosh, we've got a couple redundant fields in here. Okay. Is it? It's like because we have different tunics to wear and different items to equip, we're not changing the atlas. What we're doing is basically just rendering the character, then rendering the character's clothes, then rendering the character's items. So I think right here, this is the one we're doing. We're rendering character element. Okay. We have an atlas because the character's animated. We have an atlas of the animated positions of the spell he's holding, and we're setting the frames, the quads, equal to the current frame of the character's frame. So we matched the frames for the layers to layer items on top of the player. But right here, we only want to render this character element. See, we have this if player fire spell equipped. So we can tune this down. We can say, well, we only want to do this if the self player spellcast element or element equipped. Element equipped is equal to flamme, not an empty string. Then we would want to render this spell as long as we're not pushing. Because if we're pushing, we need to not render the spell so it's not just floating there at whatever frame our pushing is rendering the quads at. So this self.player in our walk state is referenced by the global player we pass into the walk state, which is what we do anytime we change to a walk state. So this, I'm thinking, should work. It doesn't crash, which is always good. Okay, we've got it there. Great. Now the moment of truth is if we unequip our red. Does it unequip here? It does in the walk state, not the idle state. So we just switch it in the idle state, then we should be good. Which makes perfect sense. So all right. Idle state, not what I wanted. Idle state. Okay, player idle state. We want to go to where we do this element equipped, or fire spell equipped. That is no longer right. We probably want to get rid of that field altogether because we have element equipped and it's a string. It's not a bunch of booleans, right? It's not 4 sets of booleans. It is one field that is a string equal to whatever element. So I think that's a better way to do it. Element equipped. We are still using an element color to render the actual color of the element in our hand. We used to be rendering a little circle in the A slot for whatever we've got equipped, but we've only got one element at the moment, so it's still useful for the element in our hand, but it is, we're not really using it for anything other than that at the moment. Okay, we've got the spell in our hand. If we go in here, try to unequip it, it comes out of our hand in the preview, comes out of our hand in the idle state as well as the walk state. And I'm hitting spacebar, we are not spellcasting. So we officially have spellcasting working based on the element in your hand, which is the first time this has ever happened in a whole year. So that is really cool. Yeah, so now he's holding the spell as he's spellcasting. He's holding the element as he's spellcasting. Oh, and you know what? We need to turn it off if we're meditating, which I guess we are not. I thought for sure we would see the spell, just the element just floating there. Maybe it is because it's red and Tashio's hair is red, but I don't think so. That is weird. We can't interact with the meditate if we are facing up. Yeah, that is weird. Have I really not tried to meditate facing up before? Wow. Why is that the case? I love his meditate sprite. That's really cute. Okay, so we need to allow meditate on facing up. This is really good though. This is a thing that's been needing to be fixed for a long time. So that is cool. So if you don't have the spell equipped, you are just kind of toast. We need to also we do need to add pushing only if the green tunic is equipped, and we need to add the green tunic overlay for the falling animation, because that looks fine, right? But if we had the green tunic equipped and then we fall, it is all jacked up, as you can see. So I don't know. We probably would want it to carry over to the game over screen too, right? Like if you die with the green tunic on, he should probably have the green tunic on here. Probably. Yeah, it should be, I don't think it should be perfectly overlaid because we're rendering it at the same X and Y, same frame, same quad. So it should work. I feel you, Fart Knocker. I feel you. I love it. I'm so glad I came up with that idea. It's pretty gnarly. You just fall into an infinite chasm. I really like how it looks. I think it's cool. Yeah, I think we want to do the green tunic in the game over. Oh, dude, that's a great idea, Soup. I'll work on that. I'll work on the spinning one. I probably can't make him... Yo, I'll make it for you, Fart Knocker. I'll turn off, I can keep the I can take off the continue and quit, keep the game over, and then export a looping GIF for you. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll post it in the Discord. I don't know if Fart Knocker, you're on Discord. Hopefully that link works, but yeah, I'll work on that for you guys for sure. I'll get the emote going and I'll get the looping GIF just cuz. So I'll do that. Yeah, I'll crop it up all nice too. Actually, it's pretty close. Cool. Okay, let's see. You know what? We did a lot of good work. You know what? I might just call it. Let's see if we can quickly find the meditate option and see if we can just fix that bug real quick. And then I might call it a night. I got work in the morning, so I'm like... I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm probably wanting to get a decent amount tonight. Okay, we have this, so in our dialog box activation, we are, oh my gosh, dude. It's insane. It's insane. It's truly amazing how I could look at my own code and be like, what am I looking at? I don't know where. Let's try to think this through. Where would our freaking dialog box collide logic be where it's checking the direction of our player before initializing and activating the active dialog box ID? I think we left a little note called dialog collision. Dialog detection, that's what it is. Okay, so look at this. If it is not up, we become paused. So it's literally right here. So we basically need to do, yes, fart knocker. That is, I saw when I was in coding boot camp, someone walked in with that shirt and it was pristine. Yo, I don't know. You should see the shirt I got for my birthday today. Look, I'll show you. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it, but there's a Dratini Dragonair Dragonite. Yeah, I was gonna keep going. I was like, okay, well, we got enough subs. I'm gonna milk it a bit. I got nipples. This is the bug right here. If direction is not up, then we're gonna become paused. We're gonna activate that dialog ID, reset our dialog box. So why did we do this? Why did we do it only if we're not up? I know there's a reason. If our direction is not up, dialog detection, if we collide with the dialog box. I know, Squinch, I know. I gotta keep you guys coming back. Yeah, well, and Soup, I'm with you. I just know, I did it for a reason, and I just do not remember. Because, let's see, so like now, we are able, oh, it's for the bed. Because we didn't want to, we didn't want to rest when we were facing up for the bed. This is so, because right here you can sleep outside of the bed. Because of our weird hitbox. So, I kind of like the idea that you can sleep outside the bed and you still pay him $5 and he sleeps on the floor. You still end up paying the innkeeper $5. But you are using his space and you are sleeping in his property, so I guess it makes sense. I kind of like that. But that is why we had it. That is definitely why we had it. So, yeah, floor's fine. The only thing is the, Merksu, what's up, dude? Welcome in just in time for an ad, homie. Sorry. We can snooze. I think I'm about to wrap. Sorry, Merksu. I'm about to wrap, I think. We had a great stream, though. Fantastic stream. We have, I don't know when's the last time you were in here, Merksu, but we got the inn working with these little beds where you can come in here and rest and go to sleep and heal. We just worked on today, we got the element equipping and unequipping in the inventory here. We used to just have all of them available at all times, but now we're kind of, since we're trying to get the demo working where you can't, you don't have all the elements right off the bat because we don't have spells for the 3 colored spells just yet. And then we've got our refinery, so we're doing really good in terms of features for the demo, and we got the full dungeon, and we do have the loot mini game that we are so bad, man. I built out a melody for the first tome that you get. I have not transposed the melody into game instructions, but we have it where we have a looping bass line. We have time-based notes. So like I can choose if it's a quarter note, half note, whole note, and chords. So we have all the things we need to actually input the melody I've got. I just need to manually convert the notes into string and frets and note insertions into the song there. And then we also, the idea is you play the song here at Mage's Castle, and when you play the right, yo, Merc Sue, thank you, dude. Yo, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Wow, today has been absolutely insane for the freaking hype. That's epic, man. Thank you so much. We do have, the idea is you get through the dungeon and you get the tome, the tablature, the ancient sheet music for the environment. And then you play the Guitar Hero minigame. If you get no more than 3 notes wrong and you're on the right scene, we have, it's like a little riddle. The tome comes with an inscribed riddle as well as the sheet music. So if you equip it, the sheet music will scroll. If you don't equip it, you'll just have a free mode loot where you can just play songs if you want. And then if you play the right song, then it'll clear the corrupted water. Here, I messed that up because there's only one scene this will work at. It'll have a riddle that it says something about a high vantage point, and it's this first part in the overworld here underneath the rickety bridge. We haven't drawn the Mage's Castle just yet, but we have it right here. Man, and I missed it for the ads. Sorry, guys. But there's the water fades from corrupted water to cleansed water, and that actually persists through every other water. So like as you clean it in the overworld, this is the end of the demo. You get the tome, you play the music, you cleanse the corrupted waters, which allows you to explore the other biomes. And the other biomes are what's the rest of the game, right? We have this mini map here. This is the whole game. We got this rickety bridge, we got Mage's Castle, we got the Dark Temple, and then we've got the Dark Temple is basically like Pokemon Flash without Flash. You don't have Flash, but you just get marked in here. Oh god. Yeah. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna call it before ads roll, but thanks everybody for all the support today. That is epic. I really appreciate everybody checking it out. I'm hoping, I keep saying the demo's going to be done end of the month. I'm working on it. I'm hoping we can get it done. Thank you for all the birthday wishes and gift subs. That's been epic. We'll run credits here. We will find someone to raid so we can harass them with emotes. Yo, thank you for the sub. Yo, thanks, Schmelly. I really appreciate that, Schmelly. Or Fartknocker gave it to Schmelly. Thanks guys. That's epic. Wow, 17 gift subs. That's nuts, man. That's nuts. Yo, catch everyone later. Yeah, thanks for hanging. Great stream. We'll hit up. Let's see, who is it? Sninko. Is Sninko playing a game? Hold on, I'm trying to find someone programming. Oh, Salto's up. We'll raid Salto. Salto did all the art for Tashio in the background here, and he's streaming, so we will raid him out. So let's go harass him with some Jimmy emotes. If you've got the Jimmy emote, if you got the Jimmy Chomper, Jimmy Pogs, let's go harass Salto. Thanks for hanging, guys. I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow.